Macari from New Zealand.
Good morning, Macari from New Zealand. Welcome, my friend. First of all, my name is Colin Simmons. I'm from the UK. I'm from Birmingham in the United Kingdom. It's my pleasure to be here today. It's my pleasure to present to you all an opportunity that came my way just over 2 months ago. It came my way in October. We're now currently just coming into Christmas in December. And I have to say, this has been an incredible 2 months. It is like nothing that I have seen before. I've spent my... One second.
Okay.
1 second. 1 second, I'll just mute Eric for a second. If anybody would actually like to introduce yourself, tell me your name, say hi, tell me where you're from. That would be a good start, actually.
Hi, Colin. Preston in England.
Hi, Tony from Preston in the UK. Welcome.
Hi, Colin. Eugene from South Africa.
Good morning, Eugene from sunny South Africa. Welcome.
Frans from South Africa.
Hi, Frans from South Africa. South Africa strong in the house today. Welcome.
Good evening, Colin, coming from Brisbane.
We got Paul from Hawaii. Fantastic, proper global audience today. Who else was that on the call?
Simon Masters from England.
Hi, Simon. Welcome, Simon from the UK. Welcome.
Hi, Colin.
Yeah, hi, Colin. It's Dan from New Zealand.
Hi, Sam from New Zealand. New Zealand is definitely strong in the house today. Who else is that? I missed somebody else there.
Hi, Colin. Good morning. It's Fezza from Twickenham.
Twickenham from London, UK. Welcome from Twickenham. Where they play rugby.
From Brisbane,
That's
Australia.
right.
Who's that? Sorry.
Lisa from Brisbane, Australia.
Oh, good evening to you in Australia. Brisbane in Australia. Welcome. Thanks for taking the time to stay up.
Morning, Colin. Lawson from Hull.
Good morning, Lawson from Hull. Welcome, my friend. I'm glad you're here.
Thank you.
Good evening, Anne. I can see you're on the call. I know maybe you can't speak, but welcome.
Hi, Colin. Hi.
Thank you, Anne. Thank you. Welcome, everybody.
Morning, Adrian from Edinburgh, UK.
Welcome, Adrian from Edinburgh, UK, which is in Scotland. Welcome. So we do have a huge audience today from across the globe. Welcome, everybody.
Hey, Colin from Hawaii.
Hi, Paul from Hawaii. Yes, thank you. As I say, thank you for taking the time to be on the call with me today. My job today really is I want to get across to you all about an opportunity that came my way only 2 months ago. My background, first of all, just so you got a bit of background of myself, is that I have been involved in multi-level marketing, network marketing for over 30 years. In that time, I have tried all sorts of products, from skincare, to perfume, to nutrition, weight loss products, to telecoms, to internet products. I've tried lots of different products. And I've had varying success. I am able to build teams, so that's really important in any network marketing business. I am able to build teams. In the last 18 months, I've spent my time more so in the cryptocurrency market, because that was a new area for me, and that was a growing industry. What I found, though, in all of these businesses that I've been involved with, is that I always have to give my money to a company, whether it's to buy products at wholesale and then sell them at retail, or if it's in the cryptocurrency, I would give them my hard-earned Bitcoin, and then I hope to get something back. I hope to get a profit back from that company. Now, the problem with that is that becomes a bit of trust, because I don't own that company. So the question is, will that company do what they say they're going to do long term? What I can honestly say that I have been let down, especially in the last 18 months in the cryptocurrency market. It's a very volatile market anyway, but I have been let down from the home-based businesses that I have been involved with. And it can be for a number of reasons. One can be that the markets, especially in cryptocurrencies, change. It changes all the time. That's a big problem. Secondly, it could be that the company that I chose to work with don't know what they're doing when they get the massive growth. They're not ready for that growth. They choose partners that actually let them down, that run off with the money, or whatever the reason. The bottom line is I end up losing my money. Or thirdly, it could be that company I chose to go with has just disappeared and ran off with my money, closed down the website and just disappeared. That happens all too often. Usually because we don't know who owns the company. There's they're not on social media. You can't find them. Great idea. Then they just disappeared, run off with the money. I decided that I will not give my money to a company like that again. I have to stay in control of my money as much as I can. A good friend of mine, only 2 months ago, called me up and he said, Colin, I know you're busy building your networks, but I need you to stop and I need you to have a look at what's landed on my desk. Because I know this person very well, I said, okay, tell me more, what is it? And the very first, this is the next important step. He did not explain to me what it was. All he said to me is, if I send you an 8-minute video, how soon can you watch it? So when he said that to me, I said, oh, send it to me now. I'll watch it right now. So he sent it to me. I watched the 8-minute video and I thought, wow, what I saw made absolute sense to me. I could see a way that I could actually change everything that I've been doing instantly. With a little bit of work, but I can see that there's a lot of value in what he's just shared with me. And not only that, I know that other people will like what I've just seen. So it's a case of, can I get other people to see this before somebody else gets them to see this? That's what I'm thinking. So I then said to the person, his name was Duncan, I said, Duncan, I like what you just shared with me, tell me more. And I also said to him, look, I know other people that would like to see this. And I said, if I can get those people together on a call, on a Zoom call like this, could you show them what you've shown me? He said, absolutely. So that same afternoon, I made a few calls, and this is another important thing. I actually called people up, and I said, look, I have just seen something that I know you are going to love. I know that we can actually earn an income, because I didn't understand it, earn an income instantly. Never mind waiting months and months and months and months, we can make money the same day. Do you want to see what's going on? They all said yes. So I arranged them to be on a call. I was hoping to get about 4 or 5 people on the call, a handful. I think we ended up with about 10 people on the call. So it's a lot smaller than what we got now. About 10 people on the call. I let Duncan then explain what was going on, and he basically showed them the same video that I saw. So I sat back and let him explain it. At the end of that call, every single person I invited to that call said, yes, I am in. So I knew from there on, I knew, right, okay, so I actually got involved myself first of all, because I wanted to just see if my friends liked it, and they all did. I got involved. I registered with the company. I sent the company $29, which I explain as we go along. I then donated some money to 2 people. I sent 2 people a donation. I donated $250 to 2 people. That was it. I was classed as an active person within this system. By the same day, those people that I first shared this opportunity with, they all joined. So at the end of that same day, I received $750 in donations directly into my bank account. I've never seen anything like that in my life. In all my years of network marketing, and this is not network marketing, which is a great thing, I've never seen anything like this. So that's really what I want to share with you all today. What I plan to do is I'm going to share my screen and we're going to go through some slides. The slides will last about 35 minutes, that's all. Which will hopefully give you a clearer picture of exactly what came my way just 8 months ago. So I need to make sure everybody's now on mute. Okay, everybody's now on mute. So if one of you could unmute your mic in a moment when I share my screen, just to make sure you can actually see what I'm sharing with everybody. So I will just share my screen now. If somebody can let me know you can actually see my screen, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, I got it.
Brilliant, thank you very much. If you all mute your mics again now, that would be great.
Yeah.
If you could mute your mics, that would be great.
Yeah.
Okay, welcome everybody. Today's Colin Simmons, and I'm talking about the industry of crowdfunding. This is something that I've known about for a little while. I've actually donated to people myself in the past through companies such as Just Giving or GoFundMe. But I didn't really understand how they worked. I just wanted to donate to that person's cause. Today, I'm going to talk in depth about a company called 50/50 Crowdfunding. But before I do that, let's get back to the basics of what is crowdfunding. On the screen in front of you, I've just put together just a small handful of well-known, well-established crowdfunding platforms. These are probably the leaders in this industry at the moment. And they all have a platform where you can actually donate your money to anybody that you wish to who has their campaign or their cause on that platform. Here's an example of a very recent campaign by a young lady called Briar. She may well be on the call. She has used GoFundMe to raise funds for her cause. Actually, this is a very good cause. If you do get a chance, I urge you to go and have a look at this cause. It's a really strong story. What I'm looking at here, in 4 months, having shared her story, she raised $2,500. That came from 30 people from across the globe. So this is people around the globe, only 30 people, that read her story and said, I want to help you. So they then they clicked on the Donate Now button and sent a donation straight to Briar. As you can see on the screen as well, she shared this story has been shared 227 times in 4 months. Shared via Facebook and shared via Twitter. So that's how this gets out there. This shows me the power of social media to get your message to the globe. Here's another story. Now, this is somebody I personally know. And this is somebody I personally donated to. This young lady is a rhythmic gymnast, and she actually qualified for the England squad to compete at the Commonwealth Games in Australia, which was a magnificent achievement. But she realised that she couldn't actually afford to get there because it's an amateur sport. So she set up her GoFundMe page explaining her story about how well she did to qualify and that she couldn't get there. And in 11 months of sharing her story, 38 people said, right, I'm going to help you get to Australia. And between the 38 people, she raised £2,000. And what's interesting here is that her story was shared 446 times in 11 months. People shared her story, people helping people via Facebook, via Twitter. So this tells me that it's a big, big area. But how big is crowdfunding? And is it something that you can do across the globe? Hopefully from those first 2 slides, you can see that in GoFundMe, it's most definitely a global company. And you are able to receive donations from across the globe. And you'll have people tell you, oh, no, that's not allowed, that's illegal. What I would suggest you do is do your own research. And a good place to start would be somewhere like Wikipedia. What do they say about crowdfunding? How big is crowdfunding? I was surprised to see that in the last 3 years alone, crowdfunding has produced $34 billion in donations from person to person. $34 billion. That's a serious amount of money in the last 3 years. So that tells me we are definitely in the right arena. This is definitely an industry that is on the climb, that more and more people are turning to crowdfunding as a way to increase their funds, because they're not going to get it from the old traditional way, which are banks that don't lend anymore, etc. Another key indicator of how big crowdfunding is getting is when you get a payment processor such as PayPal start getting involved in fundraising, start getting involved in crowdfunding. Another well-known platform, which I'm sure most people have recognized, is Facebook. They now have a fundraising section within Facebook for every single member of Facebook, and that is huge. After this call, I highly recommend that you go to Facebook, type in the word fundraisers, and you'll see this page. And it says you can create a fundraiser for yourself or for someone else, for any cause that's important to you. People are used to people raising money for any organizations, charities, etc., etc. But not many people realize you could raise money for any personal cause. This is on the same page at the bottom. big bold blue button, raise money for a personal cause. So if you're in debt because of the banking system for whatever reason, you are legally allowed to raise funds for that cause. This is mind-blowing to me because there are so many people that are in debt, that are trying to find a way to create that income, to create those funds that they need. Hopefully that's give you a better idea of how big this crowdfunding space actually is. What I want to do now is talk specifically about a brand new player to this arena. This player is called 50/50 crowdfunding. And this is very, very different to what I've just shared with you. 50/50 crowdfunding, the CEO is a gentleman called David T. Rosen. Now this guy is a forerunner and an expert in the crowdfunding space. In fact, he's founded a similar platform to what I'm sharing with you today. And he did that back in 2002, 16 years ago. And the best thing of all is that platform is still running today, 16 years later. So that tells me that this guy knows what he's doing in this space. He's not new to it. He's not just copying somebody else. He's one of the forerunners in this space. Interestingly, his first platform from 2002 has nearly 680,000 members. And between them, they've generated nearly $1 billion in donations from person to person. So this guy does know what he's doing. And again, he's there for anybody to go and find out about him, see what he has done. And let's be clear about this as well. As an entrepreneur, not everything that he has done has worked. I mean, it's been pointed out to me that he's had 2 other programs this year that haven't worked. Okay, I would say, okay, fair enough. But I do know this one from 2002, which is 16 years old, has nearly 680,000 members, is still going strong. So that tells me a lot. And if you think about this for a second, there was no social media back in 2002. So it would have been very difficult to get this off the ground compared to how it would be today. Now, here we are today in December. 50/50 crowdfunding launched on the 4th of October. So everybody that's seeing this now is seeing this in its very early days. It's just over 2 months old. So timing couldn't be better for what we have now. Interestingly now, in the 2 months, just over 2 months that this has been launched, it already has over 14,000 members across the globe. 14,000. Those members, between them, have donated 40,000 times. 40,000 times donations have gone from person to person. Between them, they have donated $7 million to date. First 2 months, $7 million has been turned over in donations from person to person. So that tells me that this is definitely working. In fact, David has said on record that he can see this being 10 times stronger than his original platform from 2002. So that puts everybody here in a very, very strong position. What I want to do now is really just run through how it actually works so people get a better understanding of what we have here. So 50/50 crowdfunding is the world's first crowdfunding system that allows you to receive half of everything that happens in your donation center. And I'll explain what a donation center is as we go along. It's based on the world famous Mobius Loop and System G technology, which is the most successful 2x2 Follow Me donation center in history. Now, a 2x2 Follow Me donation center looks very similar to a 2x2 force matrix. So if you have a background in multi-level marketing or network marketing, you may well have seen a matrix before, a 2x2 force matrix, and you'll know that the person at the top in those matrix is the one that makes all the money. When people come in later on, they don't make any money. That's the fact of how these matrices work. I'm here to tell you now, this is completely different. This is a 2x2 Follow Me donation center, which has this software called the Mobius Loop. Now what happens is as soon as you've completed a 2x2, 2 people who get 2 people center, you'll start a brand new center underneath somebody else within the system. So you're never stuck at the top, you're always floating around. So that means it becomes very fair for more people across the globe. Whether they start today, or whether they start in 12 months' time, it will make no difference. The good thing about this being only a 2x2 Follow Me donation centre means that you're likely to get help from above you within the centre, and you're likely to get help from below you from people that have been introduced into the centre. And this can happen in real time within seconds of you joining. It could take longer, it could take weeks, it could take months, but it could happen within seconds. Now again, my background, as I said in the beginning, is I've been involved in multi-level marketing where I have to give my money to a company. What I like about this most of all is that 50/50 crowdfunding is a peer-to-peer team crowdfunding system. It's a true peer-to-peer. What I mean by that, it's true person-to-person. What I mean by that is that every donation that I send, 100% of that donation goes from my bank account directly to the person's bank account I want to give it to. Please mute your mic. Whoever that is, just come on. Franz, please mute your mic. Every donation that I receive, would come directly to my bank account. And not 1 cent of it would go through the company. Okay, 1 second. One second. Okay. Yes, I was explaining the importance of it being peer-to-peer. So every donation that I send goes directly from my account, my bank account, directly to somebody else's bank account. 100% of it. Every donation I receive from across the globe, 100% of that donation comes straight back to me, straight to my bank account, straight to my PayPal account, straight to my Bitcoin wallet, depending on how I'd like to receive it. That means that not 1 cent of that donation goes to the company. Not 1 cent. So the question is, well, why would the company even bother doing this? What do they get out of it? Well, firstly, they provide us with an easy to navigate, totally automated dashboard, or website if you want. On that website, it tells me exactly who I need to donate to, and it tells me exactly who is going to be donating to me. Now, for that, I would pay the company $29 every 6 months. So that works out at about $5 a month. So it's not a great deal. And the bottom line is, if the company was to fall down tomorrow, it would only fall down with $29 of mine. So that sits very well with me. Having a background in multi-level marketing, working with people, I know that for any system to work that deals with people, and again, this is not multi-level marketing, but any system that deals with people has to be simple. It has to be simple to be duplicatable. This system I'm sharing with you today has only 3 simple steps. Step 1 is you would register. Now, in 2 months, the company have now introduced a lower level platform as well. So we have 2 platforms that we can register for. The main platform is $29 every 6 months. But if that's too high for somebody, we have a lower platform, which is $19 every 6 months. But for now, I'll continue to talk about the higher platform at $29. So I spend $29 with the company. The company then tell me exactly who I need to donate to. I send my donation, $250, split between 2 people. So I send $125 to one person and $125 to another person. I'm then classed as an active donor within the system. That is step 1. Step 2, which is crucial. I now want to find 2 people that also want to become active donors like me. They are interested in receiving donations for their cause from across the globe, like I'd like to. Once I've found those 2, they become active donors by them donating the same as I did. They'll want to do what I did. Their aim now is to find their 2 people. So it's 2 people who get 2 people. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a completed donation center. It is no more complex than that. Now, again, as I've said, I've worked in multi-level marketing myself, which is just a different system of people business. And I know that the average person in any home-based business only ever recruits 2 people. The beauty of what I'm sharing with you today with 50/50 crowdfunding is that all you actually need are 2 members, 2 people. 2 members can get you from the very start of this deal right to the very top. You could only ever talk to 2 people and be very successful with this platform. What I'm sharing with you there is you are the head of your donation center, and you'll receive 50% of everything that happens within that donation center, within those 6 people. And I'll talk about that in a bit more depth now. So there you are, 50% always goes to you. We have 8 different donation levels within this system. This is the improvement or the enhancement that David T. Rosen has done from his original platform from 2002. That only ever had 1 level. Now we have 8 different donation levels. So you can get in where you fit in. The main platform is the 250, the 500, the 1,000, 2,000, 4,000. We now have another platform, which is probably more affordable for more parts of the globe. $25, $50, and a $150. What I'll do is I'll show you how these donations would work. And we'll start from the $250 level, because this is where I actually started myself. So at level 4, $250. Like I said, I donated $250. I shared that between 2 people. $125 to one person, $125 to another person. Once I've done that and they've received it, I'm then classed as an active donor. I am then eligible to receive 6 donations from my donation center, each to the value of $125, a total of $750. When I've received all my $750, I can say thank you very much, and I could walk away because I've received as much as I wanted to. Or I might go, well, that was good. I want to do that again. So my $750, which is my only out-of-pocket spend, by the way, I've now received $750 into my bank account. I'll use $250 of that to go and do the whole thing again. Go and donate again to 2 people in the system, $125 to one, $125 to another. I'm then eligible to receive another 6 donations again of $125, another $750. And I can do that over and over and over again. Now, once I've received $750 and I use $250 to go into level 4 again, I've still got $500 left. Now, the smart thing to do with that is use that $500 to get myself into level 5. So it's not out of pocket, it's just come from the donations I've already received. $500, I would split that between 2 people. I'd send $250 to one person, I'd send $250 to another person to help them with their cause. I'm then eligible to receive 6 donations of $250. It's $1,500 in total. Straight into my bank account, straight into my Bitcoin wallet, or straight into my PayPal account. My choice how I'd like to receive it. With that $1,500, I can walk away, say thank you very much, and not do anything again, not donate again. Or I might think, well, that was good. I want to put another $500 back into another level 5 donation center again. So I'll do that. $250 goes to one person, $250 to another. I'm then eligible to receive another 6 donations of $250. That's another $1,500. With that $1,500, I've still got $1,000 left. And the smart thing to do with that is to go up to level 3. You can see what's going to happen now. I will donate $1,000 between 2 people, $500 to one and $500 to another. I'm then eligible to receive on level 6 in this donation center 6 donations of $500, $3,000 total. By the way, if you're on level 6, you'd also be on level 5, and you'd also be on level 4. You can't just be on level 6, you'd be on all the lower ones as well. And they all work independently. So in this scenario, you're going to have a total of 18 different donations coming your way from 3 different levels. And again, this goes on to level 5, level 7, and the top level, level 8. Now, level 8, you're talking $4,000 level. You would split that between 2 people. $2,000 would go to one person for their cause. $2,000 would go to another person for their cause. Now, can you imagine receiving a donation of $2,000? It's very special. Now, Once you've done that, you're then eligible to receive 6 donations of $2,000, a total of $12,000. And you can do this over and over and over again. There's no limit to how much you can receive in donations. The last slide here, really, I'll just show you how the flow of donations would work. So there you are. You're at the top of your donation center. You've already donated $250 to 2 people, as the system has told you. You've now introduced your first person who's registered, and they're now donated their $250. Half of that $250, because you receive half of everything in your donation center, comes to you. So you receive $125. The other half, $125, goes to somebody above you. Second person you introduced, they would do the same. They would donate $125 to you and $125 to somebody above you. Now, there you are at the top of your donation center. You've just received 2 donations of $125 into your bank account. You've just had back what you donated in the first place. Very powerful. Number 1 will want to get started. He'll do the same thing. We use number 3. He'd receive $125, and this is your donation center, so you receive $125. Number 2 will get started. He'll introduce his first person. He'll receive a donation of $125 straight to his bank account, and you would receive the other half, another $125. Number 2 brings on his second person. He receives $125, and $125 flows up to you. Number 2 has now just received his second donation of $125. He's just had his money back, his $250 that he donated in the first place. He's a happy chappy. Number 1 will bring on his second person. He'll receive $125. He's happy now as well. And $125 would float up to you. Now, you've just received 6 donations of $125, big total of $750. You just completed your first donation center. That is it. You could walk away at this stage, or you might go, well, oh, I like that. I want to do that all over again. When you do it all over again, you would then move from where you are, and you fall underneath somebody else that's only just joined the system, possibly. And then you'll have 6 new spots to start all over again. Your team, because of the Morbius loop, number 1 and number 2, as they complete their donation center and they want to do it again, they will follow you into your new donation center. So they'll help you fill up your next donation center. So it's not you having to go and find new people. It could be the same 2 new people that follow you all the way through the system. This flow of donation I'm showing you here works exactly the same whether somebody's on the $25 level, the $50 level, the $150 level, the $250, or right up to the $4,000 level. If this was the $4,000 level, these donations you're looking at here would be $2,000 each. Absolutely. That, folks, is all there is to this, to how the donations flow in 50/50 crowdfunding. So I will stop sharing my screen now, so I can get some more control. Welcome back, everybody. Oh, more people on here now, so I'm just going to mute everybody again because I know somebody's not muted. I hope that has made sense. It's a very, very simple plan. There's nothing too complicated. The main points about it that I like is that you only ever need to share this with 2 people. You need to find 2 people that see it. In fact, I made up a quote yesterday. It's get 2 people to follow you. And what I mean by that is, who do you know across the globe that would like to receive donations like you're receiving donations? And if you're not receiving donations yet, then share somebody else's story, because these donations are happening all across the globe. If you find 2 people that want to do what you were doing, and their aim is to find their 2 people the same way, you will actually complete a donation center. You could do it in 2 days. If you find 2 people the next day, and then they find their 2 people the day after, you've completed a donation. You've completed a whole donation center. You could receive a maximum of $750 on the $250 level in 2 days. Now the question is, would $750 make a huge difference to you in 2 days' time? This is how I look at this, something like this. And the main thing about this, I know that from my experience of network marketing, of building teams, most people struggle to build teams. In fact, in network marketing, you'll know the 80-20 rule. That is that 80% of your income comes from 20% of your team. Now, to me, That's flawed, because that means that 80% of your team are not making any money, and that's a fact. What I'll tell you about this system, because it's completely different to any network marketing, is that 75 to 80% of people will receive at least one donation. And one donation at the 250 level is $125. There are many people who don't earn $125 in a whole month in a home-based business. So we have something very special to share with people. So that really is the end of the presentation. So if you like what you hear, please get back to the person that shared this with you. If you don't know who shared this with you, jump onto our Facebook group. You're more than welcome to join us. Ask any questions that you have. You can find us on Facebook at 50/50 Crowdfunding Business Buddies. Thank you for listening.